The latest chapter of Forever a Movement is our biggest and most expansive to date, as we leave behind the strict confines of a single arena to tell our stories and branch out into the wider world. After nearly 16 years of creating FAM content, we wanted to evolve in a direction that would keep things fresh while also respecting where we came from and the audience that has been following along with us for all this time. Our story picks up in the aftermath of FAMniversary 5. Status defeated Father and forced him to join the Imperial Nation. Rannick and his team defeated the 7 deadly sins and forced them to cease operations. Sean Nova completed a lifelong journey and finally became the FAM World Champion. And most importantly, Stigma defeated Rombuster in the main event to take control of Forever a Movement and, with that power, decided to kill the company. But these events didn't just affect the men and women of the FAM roster. These events sent out wider shockwaves across our universe and the entire wrestling industry as we know it. So when our story picks up a few years following FAMniversary 5, we'll be in a world of professional wrestling like you've never seen before. How will these characters go on without having FAM to call home? What will happen to the newly crowned FAM champions? And what new promotions and battlegrounds will our characters wage war in next? These are the questions that FAM World will seek to answer. Questions that will be answered with the complete cast of FAM characters that you've come to know and love, with a key focus on 3 major characters. The FAM World Champion, Sean Nova, who's at a difficult point in his life when we pick up with him, as he's not only dealing with how to navigate being the world champ in a world without FAM, but is also facing some other battles which will allow us to show you a side of this character that we've not had the opportunity to explore before now. Then there's the original sin, Rannick, who will of course, as previously teased, be coming into this story to write the final chapter in his battles against the man known as Pride. The last season of the FAM Pro Wrestling show was only the introduction to Pride and the rest of the 7 deadly sins, so stepping into FAM World, we'll really be diving into these characters on a much deeper level. And last but not least, a true OG, the FAM founder, Andy Badwell. Andy plays an important part in this next chapter because not everything within FAM World will be as it seems to be. And the adventure Andy goes on will explore those mysteries on a deeper level, revealing secrets that may force familiar faces to come together once again. But the thing that really sets FAM World apart from any FAM project that has come before it is the attention to detail as we explore a more cinematic way of telling our stories. You've seen glimpses of it in the past, in projects like the Stigma Street Fight Saga, Jinder a Movement, and of course, FAMniversary 5. But FAM World will be built from the ground up with this cinematic style in mind, both when it comes to the matches and everything else that comes between them. To do this, we'll be expanding way out from just WWE games to bring these stories to life, as we use games such as GTA, Spider-Man PS5, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and many more to bring this cinematic style to life in a grand way. FAM World will truly be like nothing you've seen before. It will be action-packed, it will be dynamic, it will be story-driven, it will be wacky, it will be heartfelt, it will be insane, it will be anime, it will be cinema. Because at the end of the day, FAM World, it's professional wrestling, but a whole lot more. We'd also like to send a big thank you to our VIP Club supporters, Larz, Elliot J. Meyers, HuskeyFunHouse, TJFrost, Forever a Nation, and all the names you see on your screen now for making the content that we create possible. If you'd like to get more out of all things the movement and FAM, consider joining the VIP Club using the links in the description down below.